Hello, and welcome to what I am calling Sewing Report After Dark. This is the, I guess, kickoff show. I'm not sure how often I'll do this, but I was shooting some other stuff and I just thought, what the heck? I've my hair's done. I'm already dressed. So there's a few things I've been wanting to talk about that I was like, you know what, I should do a video about these topics, but we're going to kind of mush them all together because I feel like there is sort of a bigger picture here. And what I'm talking about is when you are using company websites or company services like such as Craftsy, what are they getting out of it, especially if these things are free? So I'm going to be doing sort of a live update on my original video about why I canceled my Craftsy membership. Now, kind of going back in time, if you're not aware, I was a Craftsy member for several years. I got in on it pretty early when they were selling craft classes a la carte or like individually. And I spent several $100s on those classes. Then they went to a subscription model, and Crafty's gone through a lot of different ownership changes. So they were bought by NBC Universal. That didn't seem to work out. Now they're currently owned by a company called TN Marketing. So we're going to be chatting about that. And I wanted to kind of give a few updates from the original video. Also, if you have an experience with Craftsy, let me know here in the chat, or if you're watching on replay, down below in the comments. I've got a fresh cup of coffee. It's after 9 p.m. I'm not sure if there's going to be just some adult language in this thing. I'll decide, but this may not be for the kids. I'm not 100% sure. But thank you guys so much for joining me. I know it's been a little bit since I've been uploading. My mom had some surgery, and I've also had some other things going on. But I finally managed earlier today to film some stuff. I actually completed a new sewing project. That's going to be a tutorial and a free pattern. And I sort of shot a vlog, so we'll see how that goes. I know sometimes the vlogs here aren't very popular, so I'm trying to maybe make them a little more exciting. I was playing around with some of my new sewing machine accessories I got for the Juki DDL 8700, and that has been a lot of, I will say that sewing machine is a lot of fun to sew on. It just feels really nice. So, if you're watching, wherever you are, welcome. This channel is all about making sewing and crafts fun and approachable. And if you are not aware, I do not do paid product reviews here, and I also do not accept free products in exchange for a video or social media posts. I really try to be transparent about that. Plus, it's not something I personally like myself, so I don't really want to do that here. And at this point, probably I'm not really doing sponsorships. The only ones I would consider are like the podcast type ones where it's pretty clear that the content is separate from the actual ad read. I don't mind those as a viewer or a listener. So that's the only. So if you're like, oh gosh, if you're tired of seeing sponsored videos and stuff where you're like, is this like 100% honest? I don't really know. Here I will always tell you what's going on. So nothing in this episode is sponsored, although just a shameless plug, real quick. There is there is a sponsor, and that is the Sewing Report Etsy shop. I've got some new things, and I ordered some new products for the shop, so that'll be exciting. And hopefully, I'm trying to get a few more fat quarter bundles. So if you haven't visited the Sewing Report Etsy shop, we can take care of all of your sewing and quilting supplies needs. I've got these really cute new Tula Pink thread collections by Aurifil. We've got some fat quarter bundles. I'm already starting on some Christmas projects, holiday projects, believe it or not. So I will be once again working with the Peppermint fabric collection by Figo Fabrics. It is super cute, and I just love the fabrics. And we also have pins. We have some new Tula Pink webbing, some cool zippers, although the zippers are almost sold out, and I'm trying to figure out if I can get more. So check it out if you haven't already. But just a quick plug for the Sewing Report Etsy shop. Other than that, this show is sponsor free. But so I just wanted to do this update because I know a lot of you watched the original video I did, which was talking about why I was canceling my Craftsy membership. Now, I did this video in February of 2021, so it was a while ago. And one of the reasons I had canceled was because um, on the Craftsy website, it said that if you wanted to cancel the membership, you could only do it over the phone. That seems to be no longer true. And if you want to check out the comments on this video, a lot of people had some very hit or miss experiences with the company itself. Some people said it was really easy to cancel. Other people had some pretty negative experiences with the company in terms of canceling or having their credit card charged after they thought they canceled. So check out that older episode if you want and see the comments because they were really eye-opening. I just the experiences were all over the map. So one person would have a great experience, another person would be really upset with the company. So there wasn't a real clear cut answer as to what was going on. I have not wanted to rejoin Craftsy. So since I made the video, I have not paid for the membership. I will say though, I still do have access to my Craftsy paid classes, the ones that I bought permanently. So I now some people said they did not have that experience. Some people in the comments said that they did not have access to the classes they purchased, which is not great. But I appear to have access, so I guess that's good if you're me. I guess I don't know, but that's just something that I've noticed. Is that people had really just very dice, just kind of very varied. I'll just say a varied experience. But I will show you right now because I when I go to my class memberships, we'll sort of I'll show you my own screen here. When I go to the my content section, I do have all the classes that I paid for. So as far as my experience, I was able to cancel. They did end up sending me a confirmation that I was able to cancel, and I am able to access 68 classes that I purchased permanently. Now, some of them I bought, some of them were quote unquote free. So I mean, I do, especially the old Craftsy classes. I thought they were really great quality. I learned a lot from Craftsy. So, as a customer over time, I gotta say, I've had a pretty good track record overall with Craftsy, and I did notice something. So, I wanted to be fair to Craftsy. So, I will go to the frequently asked questions here. Now, how do you cancel the membership? Now, now on the Craftsy website, it says, if for any reason you want to cancel auto renewal, please contact us by email. So, good on Craftsy. They don't have the phone number anymore, and it says that you can email them. So, for anyone who is afraid of, not being able to call them or having it be like long distance or something, it does appear from the website that now you can email Craftsy at program-director.net. If anyone has had an experience with that email, let me know. I'm just curious. And it does say after 30 days, your membership would be refunded on a prorated basis. So that is a plus. But I do want to get to something else because there was something I noticed earlier this week that I thought was pretty interesting. So let me show you guys. So I was scrolling on Facebook earlier in the week and I happened to come across I was getting bombarded by this Facebook ad. I saw this Facebook ad at least 3 or 4 times and it says, "Come back to Craftsy for free. Congrats, you've been invited to become a Craftsy premium member for free." So, I know they were going down to like $2 or $3. Now it appears that Craftsy/TN Marketing is offering a Craftsy premium membership a year for free. So it says get exclusive access to all of our best instructional crafting videos, expert instruction, and inspirational classes. Get a whole year for free, normally $89.99. Now, I do believe I'm going to guess when you sign up, you probably still have to put in a credit card or some sort of, payment info in there in order to get it. So I'm going to guess you can't do this without entering some sort of payment thing. But that's what I wanted to talk about is because I know offers like this can be really tempting when you're like, "Oh my gosh, it's free and I can just cancel after a year." So you may be wondering, well, why are they so desperate to get me to join Craftsy? Why do they want me to do this? And I'm going to tell you the answer, and that's because they want your information. So have you guys ever heard the saying, if something is free, you're the product? Now, let me repeat that. If something is free, you are the product. When you use websites like Google, Facebook, apps like Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, those are quote unquote free to use. So, what does that mean for you, the consumer? That means that the company is getting something out of having a large user base, and that is getting investments and also, of course, getting advertisers. And the more users a platform has, the more money in ads that they can get. So, we've also seen this with Twitter this week with all the Elon Musk stuff. He's kind of curious about all the bot activity, and that does make a difference. Like if you're selling ad if you're selling ads to a company and you tell them you have a million users on the platform and you only have 500,000 real ones, that could negatively affect your ad revenue. And also, that could be fraud because you are telling people you have X amount of users. Now, if X amount of users are fake, obviously that's going to be a bit of an issue. So that's kind of why that's been such a big deal. But I do just want this to be sort of a cautionary tale for you, just as a consumer, that you need to be careful when you are signing up for things and they're free or very low cost. Typically, there's a reason for that, and that's that they want to get your data. They could be mining your data, they could be selling your data to third parties, and you want to check down it now. See, like this is their ad. So I did click on the Facebook ad, and I was like, okay, what's up with this? So they're trying to make it sound really, really great, and very, very easy, all that stuff. Um, learn from the experts, all this jazz, but let's go down. So typically these websites or apps, they kind of make the fine print very hard to locate or kind of inconvenient. So first, let's look at the terms of service for Craftsy. Now, I know when people were kind of upset about stuff that was happening with the Cricket debacle, some customers were like, "Well, we should file a class action lawsuit or something." Well, typically the terms of service, and we'll look at Crickets too. They typically will have you have to agree to this in order to use the service or the site or whatever. That you are waiving your right to class action. So if you have any legal disputes with the company, you are agreeing to only do arbitration and not go to court. So that's something you should know. They also, there's legal liability, third party stuff, no rights of third parties. So just look at the fine print because there's a lot going on here. And I know like nobody actually reads this, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, whatever. Okay. Oh, and here we go. Here's another thing about cancellation. It says, regardless of the terms of an offer, you can receive a full refund for any membership. Oh, if you can't call to cancel within the first 3 days. Okay, so that's good. How to cancel auto renew. You can cancel. All right, so they have the phone number here, but at least now we have an email address. All right, here we go. All right, lots of stuff here. So if you're worried about this or whatnot, or if you just want to know more, I would encourage you to check out the terms of service, the privacy policy. I know this is like a ton of legalese and nobody wants to read this, but it is, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to me to some degree. And I do want to go to all right, here we go. Wow. Yeah, definitely a lawyer wrote this up. Let's look at, all right. All right, we're going to look at the privacy policy because that has to do with with like the data and stuff like that. So, okay, so and typically it's like down at the bottom of the website or like on the app it'll be like in like it'll be in some real obscure part of whatever. Okay, so this is the TN marketing privacy policy and they do collect your information. So right here, just clear as day, they're collecting data on you. They want to know who you are, how old you are, your email, where you live. They want to know what you do on the device, how long you use it. And to be fair though, not Craftsy certainly not the only company that does this. There's tons of companies, like most of them do this. And they're collecting data on you there. I mean, it's a little bit creepy to some degree, and in many cases, they're selling your data to third parties. So they might have other companies that want information on, for advertising or marketing purposes that they sell this to. So this is one of the ways that a company can offer something for free is because they're making money in other avenues like selling your data. So that's something you should know, and that's a big reason why Craftsy probably wants your email address and they want you to sign up for the free membership is because you are valuable to the company. Your information, what you do on it. So if you're interested in learning about this, check it out. Most websites have this. Yeah, it looks like we share information we collect with affiliates. So they share this with other companies they do business with, payment processors, professionals. Like, look at all of these people: marketing vendors, fulfillment providers, business partners, online advert. Yeah, so they're definitely selling your data to like advertisers, social media platforms, the government. Wow. Fun times, huh? I know this is kind of not something everybody wants to know, but it's something that you should know, quite honestly. Okay. CF says as economy gets worse, they will go bankrupt. I mean, I guess if they keep selling our data, maybe they won't. I don't know. Who knows? All right, sorry. I think we got some feedback here. Can you guys hear me okay? But I just wanted to let you know that this is what's going on and this is why the membership is free is because they really want your information. They want as many users on the platform as possible. They want you to use Craftsy, even if they have to kind of take a cut off of it. That's what they really want. So I just wanted you to be aware of this, that this is what is happening. But yeah, check out the privacy policy and the terms of service because there may be some stuff in a company's uh, official policies that you may be really surprised about. And I do want to share a story with you. I used Cricut Design Space for the first time in like forever to do a project earlier in the week. And when I logged into Cricut Design Space, I had to agree to the new and updated legal terms. So I was like, oh, geez. So I wanted to also go over this because it was also pretty strange. All right, so let's look at Cricut's terms of use because theirs is equally creepy. And again, no shade to these companies. I know like every company does this, but I just wanted to use this as an example of what these corporations are doing. So I've noticed that. So, first of all, one thing I found interesting about the Cricut one is that, all right, let me find this. There is there's a little blurb in there about not talking bad about Cricut. So I thought that was pretty interesting. Let me find it. Okay. Yeah, look at all this stuff. I mean, this was also obviously drafted by an attorney. I'm looking for it because it was pretty. All right, we gotta find this here. It literally said like you can't harm like the reputation of Cricut or disparage the company in any way, that sort of thing. Let me see if I can find it. Where did you go? Oh yeah, it looks like we may monitor your internet access. Like like it's weird. Like they're watching us all the time. I guess not to sound like I've got a tinfoil hat on, but this is definitely happening. Where? All right, I need to find that one blurb because it was really funny. Where did it go? All right, privacy policy. All right, let's read some more comments. Okay. All right, Leslie just went on Crafty's site and it had a phone number and a link. Okay, a link to cancel auto renew. Okay, so that's good. So At least to their credit, they're making it easier to cancel instead of that phone number nonsense because that was sort of ridiculous. All right. You knew there had to be a catch. They're making money, probably more money selling your info. Exactly. Again, I will repeat, if something is free for you to use, then you are the product. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. I found it. Okay. All right. So right here it says, all right, this is in order to use Cricut Design Space, right? You will not engage in any conduct that injures or may injure the business reputation or goodwill of Cricut. So, um, if they're holding to that, I guess I could be kicked off Cricut just for those videos I did last year. They haven't done it yet. And you know what the funny thing is? They did. I was a Cricut affiliate for a while, and it was through a website called Share a Sale, and it looks like they have changed platforms, so now they're on a different affiliate platform. I didn't sign up. I let it lapse, and I didn't sign up for the new one. But yeah, look at all this legalese just to use Cricut freaking Design Space. I'm just like it just helps you like print and cut stuff. Like it, why, I don't know. So there's that. I'm sure they're selling your data too. So who knows? But yeah, all of these companies, Netflix, TikTok, YouTube. I know YouTube's doing it because they do targeted ads. Um, yeah, like Snapchat, all of those streaming services, they're definitely making more money, selling your data too. So I just wanted you to be aware of this. If you're also being bombarded by all of those craftsy ads, that's why. And that's why it's free because they really, really want you to sign up. They want you to sign up because they want to have as many users as possible and they want to sell your data and, use it to make more money. So that's the whole purpose of that. But I really just wanted to give an update because they have made some changes for the cancellation. So I did want to be fair about that. But yeah, the terms of service and the privacy policy, it's a little bit creepy to read. All right, here we go. Let's look at some more comments. Okay. Hello from the UK. I don't know what time it is. What time isn't it like is it like 4 a.m. there? I don't know. I'm not sure. Okay, Heather says that phone call nonsense was annoying. I had to call to cancel. Yes. Yeah, I called to cancel initially too, but I'm really glad they changed it and I'm glad to know that they've got and I did notice they had a live like if you go in the actual here I'll show you guys. Should we try to live chat the craftsy people? I don't know, should we? Is this like prank, crank anchors now or something? I don't know. But you'll notice down at the bottom right here, they have a chat box. So I don't know. Oh, sorry. Okay. I guess it's only during certain business hours, I guess. I don't know. So that's kind of interesting. But I just wanted you guys to know this. Um, Again, if you know what you're getting into and you still want to join Craftsy, I think that's totally fine. Just kind of know what the deal is though. And if you're cool with all this stuff, then go ahead, go for it. But some people are not aware of this. And I just wanted to kind of do this as like kind of a public service announcement because I know a lot of people may not be aware. Plus, I just wanted to kind of get here and sort of chit chat a little bit. I don't know. My hair looks kind of wild today, so I don't know. What's everybody else doing out? How's everybody doing? I've got some coffee. It's 9:30 at night. My microphone's kind of blocking the chat window, but that's fine. you know, I don't know. I've got allergies. Yeah, I just finished filming some other stuff. So since I still was like wearing makeup and I'm dressed, I thought I would just jump on here for a little bit and talk a little bit. But yeah, I this video got so many comments from people and everyone that's the thing, like I wasn't noticing a clear pattern of what was happening. It was just everyone was having different things happen to them. Some people had their credit card charged when they didn't want to renew, so, and then other people were saying they use like a gift card to get the membership. I don't know if that works. I wasn't able to like confirm that. But if you've used some sort of like prepaid Visa card or something, because the sentiment behind that was that if they go to auto renew, they can't because it's a gift card. So if that works, that may work. I don't know. Who knows? But I just thought that was interesting. So I just wanted to do an update because, um, there have been some changes since that video as far as the Craftsy policies, apparently. Plus, now they're also offering a free, like, I'm like, okay, like, I remember back in the day before it was owned by TN Marketing, they would, offer you would get it for like $80, and that was a deal. Like, because I think the full price was $120 a year. And if you got it on sale, it was like $80. And then one year, I think I did pay the full price, but I got like a bunch of gift cards to the Craftsy or the Blueprint online shop, and they did have some really great stuff in there. I got some really great sewing kits. I got like lots of great. They had the best sales on supplies like ever. So I was a fan. I was like literally a fan. So it was pretty disappointing to me to see the company go in this direction. I'm still personally not like a fan of the new direction, but I get it. It's just business. Just business, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's see what's going on here. Okay. Whoa, okay, Rose in the UK, it is 2:30 in the morning. Wow, okay. And my husband does some Twitch stuff, and a lot of his it's funny because a lot of his viewers are in the UK or like Scotland. So he'll stream at like 3 a.m., 3 or 4 a.m. sometimes just so he can like get on their schedule. I don't know. It seems kind of fun. All right, Heather says, I will stick to the classes I purchased. That's how I feel. I have not even gotten through the classes I paid for. Like, there's just so much stuff to watch. I was like looking at the website and I was like, wow, I forgot I even had that. So I mean, the content I had was such a great it was a pretty rich resource to begin with. I don't even know, are they even making new content? Do you guys know, is Craftsy making new content? I honestly have no idea. But I'll show you some of the classes. And I had a bunch of credits to get like the last year I had it, like if you would get credits every quarter that you could use to buy permanent classes. So I just went and bought a bunch of classes when they were expiring just so I would have them. I was curious about cookie decorating. I don't know if I'll ever do it, but it looks like fun. I still have never sewn a swimsuit. I mean, some of these classes are really great. Tailoring. Uh, I was really excited too about the. I bought a couple Susan Kalji classes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Susie Fur. Again, I'm probably butchering these names, but really, truly, they had some really talent. They have some really talented instructors. So, I mean, for a long time, it was really like the place to be. I took the Pam Howard shirt class. That was a good one. So, I mean, there really are some like a lot of the older classes are really solid. So, I mean, yeah, I guess if you can get the free one, just make sure you cancel it, I guess. But also, no, again, the reason it's free is not because they're just super generous. The reason it's free is because you are you are the product and they're making money off of your information and what you do on the site. So by using the site, you're kind of giving Craftsy and any other site or app you use permission to surveil what you're doing. So if that's something you're not comfortable with, you may want to get off the internet. I know that's kind of hard, but that's just the reality. I know there's some concerns about TikTok because it's owned by a Chinese company or something like that. So a lot of people do have some security concerns, and I think they're valid. But that's just something to know whenever you use any site or any app that's what's going on. Yeah, this some of these machine embroidery class. Oh my gosh, so many class. I need to look at these. The QuiltCon lecture series from 2013. I mean, these were, and yeah, some of these were free, like the Craftsy Block of the Month, Mastering Zipper Techniques. Those were free because they were sponsored by Bernina. So, I mean, they really did have some good free and paid classes. Oh man, I got to get back. I really got to get back into these because, yeah, there's a lot of stuff. Oh yeah, this one looked fun. It was on binding. It was on like creative binding for quilts. That one looked cool. So many really good, I mean, they did have a lot of good stuff, not to be and obviously this is certainly not sponsored by Craftsy in any way. I don't think they would want me really I don't think they would really want me talking about certain aspects of this, but that's why this is a non-sponsored channel. So I can basically, you know, talk about whatever I want. So that's just what's going on. But oh, what else did there was a couple other things I want to talk about too. Oh my gosh, my hair. So I gotta tell you guys this. I got a kind of off topic, but I got one of those new Dyson Air Wraps. It's that like thing. It's that thing that has the barrels that your hair wrap around. Now, I just want to be clear. I did not pay full price for this thing. I used a bunch of gift cards that I got from credit card rewards points, and I ended up paying like 200 bucks for it. Um, so I did my hair with it today. It it does I will say this, like, I like the product. Um, I think it's a cool product and I like it. It's different than a curling iron. Um, and there is a little bit of a learning curve to it, but I do really like the blowout it gives your hair. Although I was able to get the hair a little bit higher the last time I did it. But this time I was kind of rushing to shoot some videos. So I didn't really do as much as I could. But I was able to get some really great height in my crown area with the Dyson Airwrap, and that's been a really, cool thing. So not again, not sponsored by Dyson or anything like that, but, that is something that's been going on. I do have a kind of a I've been shooting some videos for my other channel. It's called Jen Talks Forever. So if you wanna see some stuff about the Dyson Airwrap or other nonsense I've got going on, you're welcome to check that out. And I did shoot a more thorough review, but I have to edit that. So that is not up there yet. So I've been doing some other stuff as well. But all right, let me go to this. All right, here we go. All right. So if you're not aware, I do have another channel that I upload to whenever I can. It's called Jen Talks Forever because that's pretty self explanatory. And I've done a few videos so far on the Dyson Era. Plus, if you can't tell, I like BTS. So, oh yeah, we should talk about BTS as well while we're doing this. And I'm still drinking. I'm still drinking my coffee. I'm still drinking my coffee. But yeah, if you want to check out the Dyson Airwrap videos, I do need to edit the review video, but I also have some sewing report videos I got to do too. So I kind of edit whenever I have time to do stuff. And then I also do some producing for a real estate channel, which has nothing to do with this, but it's something I do on the side. So it's sort of like whatever I have time for. That's what I do. Okay, so we got a couple more. All right, so Rose says if you cancel your card, they can't take money for. All right, so here's the weird thing, Rose. So during my last year in the Craftsy membership, my credit card had some fraud on it. So we had to switch cards. I'm about 99% sure Craftsy somehow got the new card information. I don't know if they can call your credit card company and get the new information, but when I logged in to check my payment info, the new card info was there, but I'm about 99.9% sure that the old card was the one that I had input because the new card was only like a month old when I checked. So I don't know. So that was a little weird to me. So just to let you know, I don't know. I'm not certain about that because I'm pretty sure my updated card somehow got in their database. All right. So Heather says unless you pay through PayPal. Can you pay through PayPal now? All right. If you can, that could be good too. Okay. So that's another good tip. All right, here we go. We got some other army fans. Yes. Okay. So oh man. So BTS is apparently going on some sort of like break, like not like a hiatus, but I guess they're gonna be like doing their own thing for a little bit, although they're going to do a concert, I think, at the end of the year. And my guess is that they have to start going in. I'm going to guess they have to start going in the military soon. Maybe they haven't gotten exemption at this point. So I don't know. I did listen to J Hope's new song More, which was definitely a little harder music than I'm used to. But I don't know. I really like the new side of Hobie. It's definitely different. I really appreciate the song. It's not my usual jam, but I really like what he's been doing with his solo stuff. And I'm interested to see what all the members do. I love the Jungkook collab with Charlie Puth, the Left and Right song. If you guys haven't heard it, it's so good. It's very catchy. It's like an earworm type of song. So that one's a really I can't play it because of copyright stuff, but check out Charlie Puth, Puth, Left and Right. It's a really great. It's just a really catchy, like kind of fun song, and the music video was really good. Okay, all right. Heather says, I did is it was marked as recurring payment, and then I had to go to PayPal to cancel. Okay. So that's good to know. So if you can pay with PayPal, you don't really have to worry about them charging your credit card. Cause yeah, so it might be free this year, but next year they're gonna charge your card 80 was it the $89 or whatever. So that's just something you should keep in mind if you are signing up for Craftsy. If anyone has any questions about the channel or for me personally, you're welcome to throw them at me. Since I'm here, I'm going to take a sip of coffee real quick. When I went to make my coffee, I was checking on the bunny, and she just like so the bunny was sleeping when I went out to check on her, but like she does this thing. I don't know if you've ever been around rabbits, but they do something called the flop, and it kind of looks like they just fall over dead. They're not dead, but they'll just be like standing upright, and then all of a sudden you just literally they flop on the side. It's kind of hard. You hear a thump, and then they're just kind of in the flop position. It is the weirdest thing ever, but it's really cute. So she did that while I went out to make coffee, and it was just super adorable. And she was sleeping. She does sleep a lot. So I do, and if you don't know, my bunny does have her own Instagram account. Or let me show you. Hold on a second. Okay. Ah. All right. So the bunny. Okay, you can't see this. The bunny account is called at jhop the bunny. So if you'd like to follow the rabbit, I try to post on there whenever I can. It's usually in the morning when I we're hanging out and she's eating her snack. But J Hop, she's named after J Hope from BTS. That's true. So obviously I'm a big BTS fan. Oh man, I'm so tired right now. I've been doing a lot. I don't know. I've been shooting a lot today, and I've been really trying to get this project done. I'm pretty excited about it. It's kind of a holiday. It's going to be a holiday. I know it's only June or July. Sorry. Wow, I am confused. I don't know what's going on. And after you've been doing like this work at home thing for a while, like you don't know what day it is. Like you can't distinguish the weekends from like the weekdays or anything like that. So today is Monday, but it feels like none of the days feel different at all. All right, here we go. Oh, my bestie has a wild cottontail rabbit she raised from a baby. He had a stroke. Oh no. He's old for a jackrabbit. Oh. Yeah, rabbits can have some really unusual health issues. Like it's crazy. But she's a happy little bunny, and she's very cute. She does sleep. She likes sleeping and eating and pooping. That's pretty much like the only thing they do. Yeah. So this is Dyson Airwrap Day One Hair. Yeah, and I use the smaller barrel. And the difference between the old one and the new one is that the old one, the air would only wrap in one direction. So each size barrel had two. There were two. So there was one going this way and one going that way. The new barrel, you just switch a knob and it can do either directions. And I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense. And they had a long version. So I got the long version. But yeah, you know, before you're like, wow, she spent that much. I definitely did not spend 600 bucks on an Arab. I spent like $200 after the gift cards. Because I had not used like any of my credit card points. And you can get with mine, I have a city card and you can get gift cards. So I just got like 4 Ulta gift cards and used that to buy the Arab. Plus I had this there's this website called Rakuten where you can get cash back stuff. So I did that and then I got an additional like $18. So it was pretty good. Cuz tax on this item was like 50 bucks. So and I know I don't need any more fabric. I did order more fabric today and I'm really ashamed of myself. But yeah, I really just from the last video, I do really want to try to focus more overall on like using stuff you already have. I don't tend to sew with a lot of like the newest, hottest, latest fabric or anything. But just with the time we're going into with everything going on, I want to try to do some videos geared towards being budget friendly or at least, not being like super expensive, and trying to do things that are a little more economical because obviously that's going to be very important. Plus I'm cheap to begin with, so that's not hard. But let me know what kind of stuff you want to see, what kind of content, do you want me to review I do really like doing product reviews. Plus, I do feel like that does help you in the sense that at least you can kind of get a sense as to whether you should buy it or not, or like, should you spend the money on it? Is it worthwhile? So I do enjoy doing the product reviews just because that's something I look for whenever I'm trying to purchase something because you work hard for your money, and you don't want to waste it on stuff that doesn't work or that isn't as good as advertised. Plus, like YouTube and Instagram and TikTok are just being inundated with everything being sponsored. So I do feel like that kind of muddies the water in terms of like just how trustworthy these reviews are, and like you kind of have to take everything with a grain of salt. If somebody got something for free, is their opinion going to be the same as if they paid for it? I would say probably not, no matter how hard they try, just because when you have to pay out of pocket for something, it just hits differently. It really does. When you have to pay for something, like with the Dyson Airwrap, would I pay full price for it? I don't know. I do like it, but I don't know if I would have paid full price for it. I think if there was a sale on it, which I guess there like hardly ever are, or if you get it as a gift or something, or if like again, you did what I did and you just save up gift cards or get gift cards, fine. But yeah, it does feel differently when you have to shell out of your own pocket and pay for something yourself. It does. I do feel like that makes a difference. So that's kind of why I'm really glad. I'm really glad that I've kind of taken this to sort of direction, to do non-sponsored and non-paid like product videos and product reviews. All right, let's see. Oh, all right, we got a J Hope. Yes. All right, Angela. Yes. Left and right. All right. And you know what the funny thing is with the J Hope song more, and also he's put out some photos. By the time this you're watching this song may, I guess there's a song called Arson, and it looks like he's blowing up cars or something. So that should be pretty interesting. But the song was called More, and it's like kind of like a heavy metal type of thing. But my last name is Moore, so I'm just pretending it's about me, even though it's not. I'm just gonna pretend the Moore has one more O in it, so it can be. I know this is really lame, but yeah, it's pretty interesting. All right, I'll try to play a little bit of it without sound here. Let's see here, J Hope. Yeah, J Hope, and it's so different because he's normally very like preppy and like clean cut. Like he looks very wholesome. And in this video, he looks like he's an extra on like American Horror Story or something. It's really like unusual. All right, here we go. All right, all right. I'm not going to play the sound, but let's just watch a few clips of this. All right, this is J-Hope. But yeah, he looks so like, and I saw, oh, and if you haven't seen the behind the scenes like making of sketch on Bangtan TV, that was great because he looks so like badass in this video, but in between takes he's like laughing and smiling and stuff, and it was just very like he just like wasn't, he's so happy go lucky, and then for this video he just looks like he's like really angry. So that was sort of like, that was kind of wild, but I did really enjoy the video. I love the production of it. I thought the production of the video was amazing. So that was kind of fun to, it was fun to watch. I really appreciate the cinematography of the video and just what they did with it and how it tells a story. I thought that was pretty neat. And I really loved the scene with the office workers and everything. That was just really, I don't know, it was very like Office Space, I guess. I don't know, but that was just fun. Let's see here. Okay. All right, yeah, if anyone has any questions, or comments, let me know. I don't know how long they'll stay on. I gotta start ingesting some other footage and stuff. But I'm on Instagram at Sewing Report, so you're welcome to follow me there. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm at Sewing Report. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, what are you doing? Go ahead and do it. We have a lot of fun here. I try not to take myself too seriously. And this is kind of more like sewing adventures. Plus, I try to share what I'm learning. Am I a sewing expert? Hell no. But I like sewing and I like to try to spread the love of sewing. So that's what we are here for. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of jump on for a little bit and chat. But I will take off soon. I know we've been here for like a little over half an hour, I think. Um, but you're welcome to leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Would you now with being free? Would you sign up for a Craftsy free membership now? Also, knowing what you now know about selling your data and just harvesting everything you're doing on the platform, does that weird you out at all? Or are you like whatever? You don't care? I don't know. But I am gonna be hopefully putting out some videos soon. I know I have been pretty bad with the uploading lately, but I'm gonna try to get better. And we are, if you have a friend that you think would enjoy this channel, feel free to share some links with them. We do a lot of fun stuff. I am gonna be doing some more holiday projects. Let me know what kind of stuff you want to see. Because we are gonna be doing, I'm gonna be trying to do like kind of I really try to focus on like more real kind of easy, beginner friendly projects or stuff that doesn't take you forever to do. And I also want to try to start, I'm going to try to do some more clothes soon. Um, they're not going to be step by step videos, but just more like kind of more like vloggy type videos because there are some things I really want to make. So hopefully I can get to those this year. I just ordered more fabric today. What the hell is going on with me? And I have enough fabric. I mean, one good thing is I guess I have enough fabric to last until the apocalypse anyways. So if I never have to buy any new fabric or if there's like a fabric shortage somehow, I will be okay. But yeah, I just want to do kind of a quick PSA. Also, oh, one other thing. I've talked about this before and I want to talk about this one more time because it is pretty important. All right, let's see here. My favorite rulers for quilting and sewing are called Creative Grids. It's a great company and they make like the best, they make literally the best rulers ever. Um, but I want to tell you, I'm a big Amazon shopper myself, but Creative Grids is urging everyone not to buy their rulers on Amazon because they're having a really big issue with counterfeit rulers. So if you just avoid buying anything Creative Grids on Amazon because the company does not permit their products to be sold on Amazon. So if someone is selling a legit Creative Grids product on Amazon, they're violating the policy of Creative Grids. And there's a lot of counterfeits. So you may be buying what you think is a real ruler and it's fake. I don't know why these overseas companies are counterfeiting quilting rulers, but that's what they've chosen to do. So Creative Grids has listed their trusted online partners. So if you're trying to buy Creative Grids rulers, get it from your local quilt shop or get it from one of these online retailers. I've been kind of I'm a big Amazon shopper myself, but there are quite a few products. I've been avoiding buying beauty products on Amazon because like Amazon is having some issues with fakes, like of all different categories. So I have not been buying any beauty products like food. There's a lot of stuff I will not buy in Amazon just because I am a little bit worried. Bigger ticket like electronic items, I'll try to buy it from an authorized retailer because what happens with Amazon is that they commingle the inventory. So there's something called fulfilled by Amazon. And that means so if 10 people are all selling the same product, they'll send their inventory to an Amazon warehouse and then Amazon fulfills the order. But when inventory is commingled, all of that inventory gets mixed together. So even if one of the retailers sent in legitimate products, they could be mixed in with another retailer's products that are counterfeits. So that's what it means by being commingled is that even if one retailer was providing legitimate products. If you order it from their shop on Amazon, you could still get a counterfeit. So that's basically what it means. But just a quick PSA about Creative Grids. If you're trying to buy those rulers, do not buy them from Amazon. Just a warning, get them from one of these authorized retailers or your local quilt shop who has purchased them from Creative Grids directly, just because it's becoming a pretty big problem. And that is kind of a bummer. They're great products. And it is really easy to purchase on Amazon, but that also means it is opening the doors to counterfeiters that suck. Anyways, that's just a quick PSA. All right, Heather, Quilting Today has sales. Oh, that's good to know. All right, do they carry Creative Grids? But anyways, I'm gonna be signing off for the night because I gotta ingest some footage and do some other stuff. But definitely, if you haven't subscribed to the Sewing Report, feel free to do so. Hit the like button if you found this at all enjoyable, entertaining, whatever. Leave some love and check out some of my other videos if you'd like to learn to sew or if you just like to see some other videos on tons of other topics from embroidery to using a sewing machine. I will catch you guys later in the next video. And remember, whatever you're doing, make it fun.